Hello, welcome back to The Seasoned Vegan. Today we are having a popcorn party. Let's go! We're going to make popcorn 4 different ways. We're going to do 2 sweet and 2 savory. So let's get into the savory first. We've got a cheesy garlic and a barbecue. And for the sweet, a cinnamon maple and a chocolate drizzle. So I just cooked up my popcorn, and you could use bagged popcorn, stovetop, whatever you want to do. And then I got into seasoning them. So we're going to start with the cheesy garlic. And for this one, I go in with nutritional yeast for that cheesiness. And I did a little bit here, and then I did a whole bunch more later on, you'll see. And I just wanted to mention why I love nutritional yeast, just real quick, because it's full of vitamin B12. And if you're vegan, you know how important it is. So, love that. And then we've got our garlic powder and some onion powder as well, and salt. And that's it for this one. It's cheesy, it's garlicky, so addictive. It is so addictive. There I go with more nutritional yeast because you can never have too much of it. You truly can't. It's so good. And there it is. Now we're going to move on to the barbecue one. And for the barbecue, we're going to need maple syrup, chili powder, smoked paprika, and salt. And you can see that I always add oil before I start seasoning. That just helps all the seasoning stick. Pretty straightforward, pretty obvious. So for the chili powder, I gave it a really, really good coating. Same thing with the smoked paprika. And then that maple syrup, it really helped everything stick. Even better than the oil, obviously, because it's stickier. But I thought it created a really, really good coating, a really good coverage. See, doesn't that look so good? Yeah, look at that. So that's our barbecue. Now we're going to move into our sweet ones. And this is our cinnamon maple here. And I use coconut oil for my sweet ones and avocado for my savory. So anyway, it's coconut oil, salt, cinnamon, sugar, and maple syrup. However, I do think that the sugar is a bit redundant. I think you could just stick with the maple syrup and that would be good enough because that's your sweetener. You don't need 2. So there's that one. And last but not least is our chocolate drizzle. And that's just vegan chocolate chips, which I microwaved. I microwaved it for 30 seconds, gave it a stir, and then 60 seconds, stirred it up again. And it created this silky smooth texture, which I just drizzled over the popcorn with some salt, mixed it up, and it looked so appetizing. Look at that. So you guys know what time it is. We get to taste test. Let's go. We're going to start with the cheesy garlic here. And it's hard to choose a favorite. Honestly, it is. Especially because it's kind of comparing apples and oranges. You have like sweet and savory. But I'd have to say that this one might be taking 1. If I had to choose. If I had to. Like this is the one that I would probably eat like every day and not feel bad about it. Not get tired of it. So good. It's cheesy. It's garlicky. It's just satisfying. So tasty. So yeah, you guys ought to give this one a try. Also, if you throw some tab seasoning, like that very good garlic, it makes it even better. Just saying. Okay, we're going into the barbecue taste test now. I just had a sip of my soda. I got a clean palate here. And you know what, guys? This one actually surprised me. I was pleasantly surprised by this one. I wasn't sure what to expect. I thought like maybe it'll be too spicy because of that chili powder, but no, it wasn't at all. It was sweet and smoky and flavorful. When I offered it to my boyfriend, he compared it to corn nuts. So kind of like that. And then this one was so good. This one, the cinnamon maple, it reminded me of like kettle corn. You know, kettle corn that you get at fairs and stuff. That's what this one reminded me of. So good. And like I said, yeah, you could just leave out the sugar. Just do maple syrup and that's all you need, really. Maple syrup, cinnamon, salt. Boom. You got yourself a delicious cinnamon maple snack. All right. So now we're going to move into the last one, which is the chocolate drizzle. And honestly, you can't go wrong with chocolate. Let me just be honest. I am a chocolate lover. So anything that has chocolate, I'm in. Hey, I'm here. I'm in. So this one was so satisfying to me personally. So that's it, my friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Bye.